What's up, guys? Chris here. Just wanted to kind of pop in and give you guys a few tips, or what I think are good tips on speaking online. Number one for me, I think one of the major things that I do a lot when I speak in front of a live audience is use the audience to my advantage. And that comes with people that I know that are there, where I can give recollective stories about instances that have happened between the two of us or the group of us, that kind of come in and amplify what I'm trying to talk about, or people that I might not know that may say something funny or make a point in the conversation that we have before I'm giving the speech or speaking or preaching or whatever it is that I'm doing at the time. It's always incredibly helpful to have things like that with you, and knowing that you have elements right there in front of you that you can utilize to try to amplify your speech. And speaking from home, that's a little bit different because you don't always have those people with your live audience. But I have found that there's an area that you can kind of get into and really determine whether or not you still have elements to use to your advantage. And number one, in like a general sense, would be just being at home. One of the major factors that I try to take in when I'm giving speeches online from my house or from my apartment is the things that I have around me. You have advantages when you're home that you don't have when you're out in public. If I don't like what I'm wearing or I don't feel comfortable in what I'm wearing, I have the advantage to change because my closet is right around the corner. It may sound silly, but I could refix my hair. I can brush my teeth again. I can set the thermostat to a different temperature to make me feel more comfortable in my speech, and anything that's going to amplify the effectiveness that I have while I'm speaking online. Those are things that you don't get while you have a live audience. So even though that kind of does help while you're there, there are also ways that you can kind of redeem that whole idea of using things to your advantage from being in a live audience setting to speaking online. Number two, I think one of the most important ones is just knowing that you are familiar enough with your topic without having to go straight off the paper or sitting around and twiddling your thumbs trying to figure out your next point. One of the things that I do, whether I'm speaking to a live audience or giving a speech online, is I make sure that I talk about my topic of speech as frequently as possible to anybody that will listen. Not in a practice sense, but just to bring up the information in a topical way. One of the speeches that we have coming up for this class, I've selected what I'm going to do it on. And yesterday I was talking to one of my classmates about it, that we were having a conversation involving something that was similar to what my speech topic is. So I brought it up and we had a regular conversation about it without them even knowing that I'm going to use it for a speech topic for class. I try to take every opportunity I can get to discuss little pieces with different people. That way I have the practice already kind of there, talking about it face to face or talking about it online, either one, and my brain is familiar with it, my mouth is familiar with it, and it's things that are easier for me to think back on and bring up in a proper order when I'm giving the speech. So with that being said, I hope these help, and I hope you're able to implement them in a way that help you in your speech class. Hope you guys have had a good semester. We'll see you soon.